Hey guys, and welcome. It's Claire here with another vlog for you. Okay, so I've literally just come home from a yoga class, and this was the kind of yoga class that I love. To be honest, there was nothing really that unusual about the physical practice. The asana was standard and in the normal formula and the normal sequence, but it was the teacher, and it was what she chose to base the theme of the class on, and it was the insight that she provided, which has left me thinking, and my mind is ticking over and my heart is open. So I really wanted to sit down and share this with you. So this teacher basically opened with a sutra. A sutra is, a little tiny message, one of hundreds from Patanjali, who is one of the great philosophers of yoga. One of the great books, the Sutras of Yoga, is from Patanjali. So I'd highly recommend that if you're interested in yoga and in philosophy and spirituality. So, the sutra that she read to us was Sthira Sukha Asana. Now, the explanation of this is what really matters. Sthira refers to strength, refers to dynamic, refers to movement, refers to action. And the Sukha, which kind of sounds like sugar, which I really like, the sweetness, actually refers to softness, to surrender, to taking a step back. The word asana literally translates in yoga to be seat, and we use that as the base word for all of the postures. And seat basically means, you in stillness. So this sutra is basically talking about strength and softness coming together to create the perfect experience, the perfect asana, the perfect pose. Now, a little side note here, when I say perfect, I don't believe in complete perfection, whatever that is. It doesn't exist. But it's just to talk about perfection for oneself, perfection for you. So as she was guiding us through this class, I started to really zone in on what was happening physically in my body. There was this continuous combination and this interplay and this juxtaposition of strength and softness. And of course, in typical Claire fashion, I ended up kind of following this idea while I was just absent-mindedly moving through the practice. So definitely not a mindful practice for me today. But I was following this idea of strength and softness and realizing that in my life there is this continuous interplay and juxtaposition of strength and softness every single day. And I can pretty much bet that there is for you. And then I realized that is perfect. That is so beautiful. Because if you think about having strength and intensity and dynamism all the time, I don't know about you, but that makes me feel exhausted. And then if you think about softness and lightness and floatiness and gentleness and pure relaxation all the time, it doesn't sound too bad, but I'm pretty sure that I would get bored. There's a period of my life that I know I'm going to be like, yeah, let's give me lots and lots of that sukha. But for most of us, we need the combination. We need that strength, we need that drive, and we need that lightness and softness and pause and surrender. And it kind of has led me thinking even further to the idea of the combination of contemplation and action in our life. And it's about realizing, especially because I talk about surrender so much, is that surrender and softness is not about doing nothing and not about taking a step back. And not about kind of contemplating your life, with this spiritual mindset, but doing nothing. Sometimes nothing is called for. I get that, and I completely own that, and I respect that. But for most of us, there has to be this fire, this action, this dynamic energy that occasionally propels us forward. It's like if you think about a spaceship, when it first leaves Earth, there is fire, and there is action, and there is strength as it is rocketed up into the universe. And then at a certain point, the engines just switch off, and it's just carried. It just surrenders into the space. So for me, this sutra today that I listened to, and then the journey in my heart and my mind that this took me to, I just think this is such a beautiful way to live your life. If you're continuously bringing yourself back through the question of how can I harness strength and how can I harness softness, and even in this moment is there simultaneously a balance between those two energies? Or maybe it's a period of time where you know there's going to be a lot of strength and you surrender to the truth that that's what you need to do. But then you also create space after that period of time for softness. Or maybe in a relationship, there has to be a push and pull of that energy as you're soft with your partner, and then other times you're strong and you're in your power. So you can sort of see where strength and softness plays out in every single area of our life. So I just wanted to share that with you because it inspired me so much. I'm just going to repeat that sutra for you. Sthira Sukha Asana, which is just beautiful. So I hope you got something out of that. I would love to hear from you. How do you feel about strength meeting softness and softness meeting strength? And do you think that in your life right now that you're working well with those two energies, or are you leaning more towards one? And if I think about my clients, I know most of them come to me at the beginning and they're definitely towards one. Usually strength, usually action, usually control. And eventually we kind of get into a place where softness doesn't feel like failure, and that contemplation is necessary and needed in their survival for each day. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So much love and light to you, and looking forward to connecting again soon. Okay, bye.